Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. If you are watching this channel first time, please subscribe. In this video, let us learn the summary of The Engine Trouble by R.K. Narayan. Engine Trouble is a short story by R.K. Narayan about a man who wins a road engine in a lottery at Gaityland. Gaityland is an amusement park. The man, who is never named, is initially excited about this prize, but he soon realizes that it is not as easy to get rid of as he thought it would be. The man attempts to sell the engine to a variety of people, but no one is interested in buying it. He also attempts to give it away, but no one wants it. He even attempts to abandon it, but it always seems to find its way back to him. The engine becomes a source of frustration and expense for the man. He has to pay to store it and to maintain it. He also has to deal with the constant complaints from his neighbors who were annoyed by the noise and the smoke. One day, the engine crashes into a wall, causing a lot of damage. The man is arrested and charged with negligence. He is eventually released, but he is now in debt and he has lost his job. In the end, the man is forced to accept his fate. He realizes that he cannot get rid of the engine and that he must learn to live with it. He decides to use the engine to power a well, which benefits the entire village. The Engine Trouble is a humorous and thought provoking story about the importance of responsibility and acceptance. It is also a reminder that sometimes the things we think or causes can actually be blessings in disguise. So here is a more we will find the more detailed summary of the story. So the narrator, a tattoo man, wins a road engine in a lottery at a Gaiety land. Already I mentioned it is an amusing amusement park. He is initially excited about his prize, but he soon realizes this, that it is not as easy to get rid of as he thought it would be. The narrator attempts to sell the engine to a variety of people, including a contractor, a farmer, and a scrap metal dealer. However, no one is interested in buying it. The narrator also attempts to give the engine away to the municipality and to the local orphanage, but no one wants it. He even tries to abandon the engine in a remote field, but it was always found by someone and brought back to him. The engine becomes a source of frustration and expense for the narrator. He has to pay to store it in a garden and to hire a mechanic to maintain it. He also has to deal with the constant complaints from his neighbors who are annoyed by the noise and smoke from the engine. One day, the narrator is to the driving the engine to the garage when it crashes into a wall. The accident causes a lot of damage, and the narrator is arrested and charged with negligence. He is eventually released on bail, but he is now in debt and he has lost his job. The narrator is now desperate to get rid of the engine once and for all. He decides to sell it to a well owner who wants to use it to power the well. The narrator is relieved to finally be rid of the engine, and the well owner is happy to have a new source of power. The story ends with the narrator reflecting on the experience. He realizes that he was wrong to try to get rid of the engine. He also realizes that the engine was not a curse but a blessing in disguise. It taught him the importance of responsibility and acceptance. So, in this, responsibility, acceptance, and fate are the themes of the story. The story teaches us that we are responsible for our choices and that we should not try to avoid the consequences of our actions. The story teaches us that it is important to accept the things that we cannot change. So, acceptance. Fate. The story also suggests that fate plays a role in our lives and that we should not try to control it. So the engine trouble is a well written and thought provoking story about the importance of responsibility, acceptance, and fate. Thank you for watching. Subscribe Communication Skills for Everyone for more academic and educational videos.